Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. 7 years earlier? Bro, how do we went from the main timeline to more stuff in the past? That is insane. Like, how do we went from the past to... Yeah, that's right, I did. I killed the guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. Objection. I asked Defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the Yatagarasu. To defend the Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it! You told me you killed the man when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly. Mr. Rell, I think we've heard just enough out of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. Alrighty then. In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. What are my options again? September 10th? Dude, this is basically... Dude, as we're recording this is freaking September 1st as I'm recording it. That's crazy. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Edgeworth? I forgot his voice. Sir. I forgot his voice, damn it. Have you read over the document regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, I've always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court in such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Maybe raise up the tempo a bit. Yes, sir. That such legendary prosecutor will be watching any judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. What do we know about the case? Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he has instructed to do so. Even more outrageous in his claim that the case prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Byrne Faraday? Ha! He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing about nonsense. Nonsense. He once tried to explain to me of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday will not be forgiven. Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Baron Faraday, I'll prove to defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. So have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Well, then explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you are talking about. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Codium Embassy. The victim, Mr. Deadman, oh my god, was a staff member of the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he seemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yadagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kondovian embassy as well. At first, Realm claimed that he himself was the Yadagarasu, but that he did not kill Deadman. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. I digress. I continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rell as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could be clearly seen from visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to, by the real Yadagarasu, Baron Faraday. Huh, that sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of the Korean embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident. The second KG-8 incident. I'm very sorry, I fear I failed to study it hard enough. Huh. Well, even among the police, it's information only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is 3-year-old newspaper. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. CCE was an employee of the Amano Group, and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yi was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Korean embassy staff member arrested for that murder? Yes. A Korean by the name Manny Kochen was a suspect. However, due to a lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? If only I was in charge of that case, I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against the smuggling organization. And just like the last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Evidence occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So that's why it's being called the second KG-8 incident. Yes, yet there is one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yadagarasu. Yadagarasu, I better find out more. If it is true that Yadagarasu showed up at the Konium embassy, what could he or she have been after? Huh. No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, steal secrets from the Kodium embassy himself, since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is set ending to the top-secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning to the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, what did you say? That would have been the first time the Yatagarasu has left the evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. What is it, little girl?
You're scary, mister.
Did you need something?
I want to trade these coins with you.
A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, but it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want?
Thanks, that's exactly what I wanted.
Would that child be here to watch the child? How disrespectful. For a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is complete. Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can't have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting an instant. It's no bother, sir. Not being clearly prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. Proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. Oh, we're really going to a court case. Got it. Just what is going on? Why isn't Mr. Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. You must be the one Mr. Verkarma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume. However, yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? It's emergency, sirs. Silence! There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove the man from this courtroom at once. Blaze! Wait, you have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? Wow. Stay back. No one's allowed on the crime scene, period. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rail's out-defense attorney? Hey, you! Not running the hallway, pal! And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyro Bad. Homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested you're here? I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid? Mr. Faraday substituted in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have the right to know. I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid. Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, Mr. Macro, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoes. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. Yadagarasu case is also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yadagarasu characteristics, in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yadagarasu or not. Well, looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops. Do you have a minute?
You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know, especially at a time like this.
I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court.
Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh?
I'll have you know, madam, that I study under Manfred von Karma. Do not take me for some naive novice.
Do not take me for some naive novice. So you're a student of Von Karma. I should have. Those clothes are a dead giveaway.
Stop right there. These are garments of one who gallantly presents the facts.
Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay?
I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort.
Just kidding, I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. And if you're telling me the truth, then we were about to go head-on to head in court.
But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu.
But of course, I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare.
Did I say something funny? I'd like you to update me on the situation.
I don't really know anything. Why did you try talking to those detectives over there?
If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny?
It's just the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back in the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened.
That's a good point. I apologize for asking such intense and sensitive question.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
And you are? Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point taken, my name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. Prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name, now would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe, and just recently I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective's entirely too excited to be a murder scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in what you know. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge, so you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was going towards Defendant lobby number 2. So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then I kinda froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to know what it's like to hear one at close range. And Detective Bad came right into the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together and both men were lying there dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of the struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, you didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Miss Yu, there's someone here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
A Korean embassy staff member by the name of Manny Kochin. What? What's going on? Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moves just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Was that Manny Kochin?
I'll be right there.
It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu.
Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again.
Now, actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Fine, let's go.
Bad. Von Karma. It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yanagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where the detective is most useful and effective. Huh, it's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad, the man I just passed by. Was he not the suspect for the KG-8 incident? So I was right. Just what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile! I would have killed this girl in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edward in charge of the investigation.
Objection!
Papa, how can you place him in charge?
Franziska, what are you doing here?
I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Franziska von Karma, so she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, who is also a junior to me.
You're the one who's a junior to me, and don't you forget it.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you?
Ha! If you are able to pass, then I'll absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never.
Why does she always have to be this competitive?
Anyways, Papa, are you reassigning Miles Edwards to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident that I can do a better job than him.
That's just like Franziska. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yeah. These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene? Ha! This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutor skills. crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one in the authority of this crime scene, bud. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Franziska, I leave this case to the two of you. Understood, sir.
Yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now.
Remember, I will accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this.
Miles Edgeworth.
It's been quite some time, Franziska.
This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Would it kill you to at least say hello?
Long time no see.
Very good.
Just because you become a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud.
She hasn't changed a bit.
Miles Edgeworth, as I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. It looks like Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. Thanks to like him, he never fails. Now, I appreciate if you could come quickly and run with me to the fact detective, bad. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task. District Courthouse, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Why are they on top of each other? It's the only real explanation of what they killed each other simultaneously.
Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking.
What are you talking about?
I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who truly is worthy of the Von Karma name.
A competition?
The person that figures out the truth first wins.
Huh. The person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name.
Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolish mouth.
Fine, whatever makes you happy.
Can I take it as you accepting my challenge?
Once again, whatever makes you happy.
Huh. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence, perfectly presented like a professional I am.
We need to discover the truth behind a crime scene. How delightfully childish. You kids over there, hold it. Kid?
Huh. Says you right, Miles. He just called you a kid.
I said kids. Kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. I'll do what I say from now on, kids, okay?
You better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright? Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get up, move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? What is it? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as a murder weapons. Yeah, it does. That leads us to our first question in the investigation. Where did the man acquire the weapons? The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Codium Embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rail was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented. But then why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if? It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutor evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid. Is she going to treat me like a child forever? Well, it looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel like there's much too early to draw conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence so at least protect the author of Von Carbon name. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rell. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other, however. Using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha! What was that outburst for? My detective's instinct just hit me for real hard. It was Mr. Rell that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that, it's common sense. I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've explored every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Looks like Mr. Rell died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. And he must have used it as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying out his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? Should Judge jot some notes down. I'll check the hand later. Looks like Mr. Faraday was holding the gun in the right hand. So he shot Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while still griping on the gun. I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I don't doubt I never need to use one. I hope I'll never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police screening procedures need a thorough review. I should just don't know the handgun on Mr. Faraday's hand. His hand is all black down here, see? I wonder what that could be. If you look closely, this blotching pad resembles an ink stain. An ink stain? Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen. A feather pen? I've never seen one before. Sure you are making it up, pal. I thought we're not done yet. Mr. Rell's cause of death was being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body position like that. Nothing bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible. What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are? I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you do have a point. Well, how do you begin on with it? Labby. Yes, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir. And there you have it. Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Don't shoot. Do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. There's the pen. There's a knife in his chest here, see? I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding. Labby. Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Make it quick. The look of things, one could deduce the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Shot in the chest. Takes some guts to fire a gun in the courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week. I still haven't fired a single round yet. Without any burn marks on the clothes, there must mean... Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when the shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. This detective has much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. The pen. Wait, wasn't done. There's something in this breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bad is always telling me you should always write your name on everything you own. Yes, somehow you strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out of today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot, and the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go. Still, something about the explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe now I have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, Detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but with this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Tea time? There are some plastic bags stacked on a table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be a single sound of disturbance. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from out of the hallway, you know? And the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from it. This is the evidence? Ah, I better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. Can you not just pay attention to anything you do? Whoa! What is it, Detective? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Ah! Way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the Christ is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up into. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in this air. The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? At least there's no way someone escaped through the window now. They would wake up and smell the flowers at their fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars in the windows? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing the courthouse. Very nice. Did we get everything? I mean, we could talk to defend this guy if anything. Alright, next thing. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Oh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe, I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. You know, I always want to say that. It is just one time in my life. If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. So why was the gun in his right hand? It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, pal. There's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them would round up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely the ones on the floor were knocked over during the struggle, in which case might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason. I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get the blood away from me, pal. Gotcha, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, the technician said they didn't find anything else in the bag, either. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so, I'll leave it in your hands, pal. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there's another possibility. No way, pal. Really? I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. We're talking about the gun, right? Eureka! Now we come to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday uses his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen? The fact adds up to one conclusion, and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and on the gun in the wounded hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of violent intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Let's go. Ouch. Here's the autopsy report.
It is probable that Mr. Rail survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case.
Are you sure we know everything?
Of course, the incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's all very clear and simple. There's absolutely no margin about it.
Do you really believe that to be the truth?
Huh? Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there's any contradiction to be found, that is.
Don't worry, I will. What happened?
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rail survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rail, and Mr. Rail, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look any holes in the theory.
This is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rail. His death was instantaneous while Mr. Rail survived for a short time. It is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rail.
Hold it!
Wait, why did I press that? Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rail before he died? Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, doesn't it? Now I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Rail before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see.
Hold it!
So you believe that the dying Mr. Rail stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Rail became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled, and in the end Mr. Rail was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is the testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing, however, I can't let you slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append a statement to your testimony. Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rail used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
Hold it!
About this statement, Mr. Rail used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that he had the violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do. How does one compare the damage her crop can do with the state of this room? Furthermore, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to the fight. Is there anything else that I can explain for you? Not that will be fine. Let me see. One was in the hall. Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of struggle. Huh? This is my only thing I can think of. Found a bullet that killed Rail was fired a few yards away. Discovered immediately after a gunshot was fired. Faraday died of a knife stab to the chest. The shock from the stabbing caused instantaneous death. Rail died of a bullet wound to the chest. There is no gunpowder burn on his clothes, suggesting he was shot from a few bullets, or it's possible he was alive for a little while after being shot. The only thing that's confusing me is just like the timing of the death, that's all. It seems Faraday was in the habit of using a very nice fountain pen. That's the total opposite of me, I don't get these things at all. Well, I think the pencil would be your ear suit just fine. Really? You think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something. That wasn't exactly a compliment, detective. This looks like a quality nib. Hey, let me test it out, pal. Oh, this is really... Ah, I got ink all over my hand. Detective Gumshoe, don't ever play with that evidence like that again. Blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there are no other clues to be found. Which begs the question, do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence? Based on... I'm gonna go with this, if not I have no idea what's going on.
Objection!
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rail get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in the lobby, number 2. It's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rail saw a chance and took it out of at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rail took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rail after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange in Francisco's statement just now? I don't know which is the right button. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rail after being stabbed. Okay, let's see. If the two men were fighting, the struggle would clearly cause quite a bit of noise. However, the ghost is where they heard absolutely nothing. You placed too much, but for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rail get his hands on the knife? Mr. Freddy found him was sitting right here in the lobby, number 2. If it's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rail saw a chance and took it out at some point. So what you're saying is this, Mr. Rail took a chance when he saw the opportunity, took the knife from the bag, and then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rail after being stabbed. It's the order of the events, that's what I'm thinking. It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rail after being stabbed. Mr. Faraday, the guy with the bandana, was stabbed in the chest. It would be this, right? I would say it's this.
Take that!
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not simply possibly have fired the gun after that.
Oh, you got me.
But of course,
Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rail attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rail. Therefore, Mr. Rail must have been stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense.
negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca.
I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could.
Huh. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go.
What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic?
Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction to this scene. The contradiction here is the crime scene is the order of the events, the order of the bodies, the evidence, bag location. Yeah, we can leg sack off. So our options are the order of events, the order the bodies fell, the evidence of the bag's location. I think it's the bag's location. Because he's suggesting that that it's someone else that killed him, right? If his report is correct, then there's only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rail attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rail. Therefore, Mr. Rail must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. So this statement, he stabbed first, then the Yatagarasu guy shot him. It doesn't matter, I got like 3 chances. Let me get this straight, what you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. L. Then, the wounded Mr. L found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. L died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled. No! Mr. Faraday's body isn't lying on top of Mr. Rail's, therefore, Mr. Rail must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene must solve is... No, not so fast. Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some precise evidence to prove her wrong. It was just the chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rail's. The 2 bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. I just know that Francisco's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find the whole inner logic. Once I do, I can present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. There's a chance that Mr. Friday fell on top of Mr. Rails. 2 bodies fell into a pile. It was just a chance.
Hold it!
What do you mean they attacked each other at the same time? I assume Mr. Faraday had the 2 different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. L while holding both the knife and revolver. And then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. L grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. That is how Mr. L wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, that is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but... Well, if you have anything other ideas, then show me what you got. Oh, I will. To an extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. The fact indicates that they attacked each other at the same time, but from close range. And now we're gonna say the distance, right?
Objection!
So you believe they killed each other at close range. Sorry, but it's impossible. Just as I've written in the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rell's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rell and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The 2 bodies are piled up on each other. The gun was fired from a distance, and with there being no chance that Mr. Rell moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. What a completely fresh line of fresh shot from a thoroughly fresh fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent, that would be... Because the explanation is
Yes, this is by the contradiction. The two bodies are piled up against each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rell moved that far from being shot, neither man. Here in this room, contradiction appears no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was the third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit. Miles Edgeworth, there's just one thing you're missing.
Evidence, correct?
Exactly. Everything you said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there is a third person involved in this crime?
Of course. If a third person was truly here, the fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has been all set up made it to look like they killed each other. I'll present it and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there is a third person involved?
But the remaining evidence that we got?
Why was the gun in his right hand? Or this? Why the gun was in his right hand? What was the reason this was what was the reason he has his blood? I'm gonna go with this. Then I'm gonna go with that.
Take that!
The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic. Oh, it doesn't matter which one then. It doesn't matter. With his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person.
How so?
Recall Detective Gunshin's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment, there is a high probability of blood splattering when the knife is used on a person. If the culprit had the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could have used the bag to catch any blood splattered from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around and mixing the bloody one with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. Let's go. Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
Who? What the heck's up with you, pal?
Mr. Barrett, I advise you to place Detective Gunshin under arrest.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Ha! Looks like you're not man enough to display your own subordinates.
Don't you dare.
That detective claims he was there standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie.
Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain the last statement.
I'll let His Honor explain himself.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the research, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What?
See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe, did you kill Mr. Faraday?
No! Of course not, sure. It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene is the detective, which basically rendered his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Was that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth or so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without any permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish for the disciple of Von Karma after all. Therefore, before you take the Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask the Gumshoe about? Does it matter which one? We're not getting penalized. Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in the hallway at any time, correct? Huh? Oh, of course not, pal. You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me? Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence. I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Miles Edward, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Maybe I should ask about something else. At least we're not getting freaking penalized. Detective, why were you missing from the hallway from a span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? Well, there's a testimony against you.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, why are you wasting our time with a completely useless question? The only logical reason as to why he was absent is that he was busy committing the crime. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool. Yeah, at least we're not getting penalized for that. I suppose the one thing I'd like to clarify is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir, not me. Nothing against Mr. Faraday, sir. Is that a fact?
Objection!
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe?
I'm telling you, I am not lying.
The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here.
Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object the flight offense. And I am all interested in a perfect explanation.
You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll hit you with a little courtroom practice.
Why are we in this?
It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by Livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super proud. Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for a perfect explanation?
You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I can never get hold of a grudge. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. Sure. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that needs to be filled in. Misuse perfect explanation. May not be so perfect after all. So we just gotta keep pressing until we get something.
Hold it!
You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you?
Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. And that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear from him.
No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face.
But you do!
Huh? Well, I've got it stuck on my face.
Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth, oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows.
Huh?
Oh man, messing with your head is just so much fun.
Miss you, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Oh, that was a waste.
Hold it!
To kind of new detective salary right off the bat like that.
I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice?
Speaking of cutting myself, didn't you trying to do that to me, Sue? I suppose I did.
It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers. Do you think maybe that reason enough for detectives to hate you people?
Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. There's really not much we can get.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday was upset.
Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often.
Get to the point.
Pale as it goes, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making right now.
I'm completely innocent, I tell you. The poor man.
Ahem. It's quite the scene with a detective.
Dude, we're getting nothing. What do we have? Wait, wasn't he in charge of this stuff? Wasn't this like a week ago or something like that? I have no idea.
Hold it!
A week ago? Then you and Detective Gauch are acquaintances? Dude, we're really getting nothing in this.
Hold it!
You call your explanation perfect? I have no idea what we're looking for. Wait, what? Fortunately for you, it's not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. If he wanted to kill them... I understand Detective Gauch's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Well? His motive for killing Well? Like I would know. Huh. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident could have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves?
Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea.
What? But that's impossible. She must know something.
Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh.
Didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away.
Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, his crime would have played out the way it did anyway.
Oh, would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation.
Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight, or is it just a requisite trait for you being a Von Karma? Miles Edgewood, I demand that you shut this rude woman up.
I wish you both be quiet for just 1 second.
Ahem, oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids.
Oh.
There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity to set up to look like they killed each other.
I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? Do I need to press on, or can I just present the evidence? I'm gonna go with this first. If not, then we have to press for answers.
Objection!
Oh, let's go. Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up?
What do you mean?
We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I could think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was a suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Korean embassy staff, Mr. Manny Kochen. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Korean embassy staff, Mr. Rell, and the man who has led prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Kochen has no reason at all to kill both of these men?
Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two.
You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. Perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it! You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Kochen for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Kochen? You'll just be wasting your time. And why is that? Kochen was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived.
And the only real suspect we still have is Detective Gumshoe.
I suppose so. No way, come on, Detective Bad, you gotta believe me, sir. I heard you watching the hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay, then, are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it?
That is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as confession of guilt.
I have to admit it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would be at very least offer up Ice Space style while on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe, time for your interrogation. Detective Bad.
Miles, Edgar, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa.
And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho ho ho.
Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh?
Before we do, monsieur, there's something I'd like to speak with you about.
What is it?
There's more.
So, what do you want to ask me about?
The current case of the murder of Korean embassy staff member. I heard that people have begun calling the second KG-8 incident.
Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it?
I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in those papers.
No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident.
I appreciate it if you stop with the false accusations. Places Albers are such useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know?
I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here.
Think you can stop making that ultra serious face in front of me?
If you can please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not gonna make any headway like this. I'm just gonna have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 she is. That was the freaking paper, right? Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident.
That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how am I related to the KG-8 incident?
Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case?
Sorry, but we're not related.
Ugh.
Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but...
Miss Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth.
Ahem. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU.
As I thought.
And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochen. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his Kyushi life completely carefree.
All because of a lack of evidence?
No. I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist.
What?
I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Kochen's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important evidence.
Then the evidence had been tampered with.
Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run on the Amano group by one of the secretaries. They bailed Mr. Kochen out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along.
How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation?
I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know.
You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring?
I don't know what to think.
Why did Mr. Kochen want to meet with you earlier?
Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently he only found out that I was the defense lawyer of the case after he arrived. He figured he should say hi. And on one other thing, looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy, stop with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face.
The way she talked about slapping it as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
Ahem. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to a double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claimed that he was in the seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh?
That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such painful time in your life.
Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we?
Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I'll work in my own way and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well, you'll see.
Look at you with your game face on, ready to go.
I'm making no such face.
Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time?
I'm charged with making sure that all criminals of the world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter.
There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
The KG-8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Well, to the Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over. But whether or not the detective is the murderer can only be determined once I completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, as for top of your honorable name, my name is Amos Edgeworth. To be continued. Like and subscribe, Shaka16, I'm signing out.